Hi, and welcome to Kissy's Tarot Card Readings. This is the All About Love Tarot Card Reading. So this is actually going to be a reading for those who are already in some kind of established relationship. Today is Sunday, February 3rd, 2019. And we're just going to go through with one here. I'm going to go through with my generals. And then I'm just going to kind of throw out other cards, maybe to help answer some other certain questions. So we're going to go through 7 different sections, and then we're going to do clarifiers. So for the first 7 questions, what is the energy of your established relationship? What is the communication style that you use? What is the strengths that your relationship holds? Like, what makes it stick around? What is its weakness? Why does it have trouble? What is the reality of your actual relationship? Is there, basically, with reality, it's like, what is it really all about? Okay, what is its passion? What keeps it going even when it's starting to fail? And what is the key to the future? What do you need to know that will help you understand more about the relationship that you're in? Okay, so with the beginning cards, we have here, this is the energy that you are in for this relationship. This is the energy it embodies. It embodies the Hanged Man, okay? So, sacrifice to the will, desires of others, duty to family, keep feet on ground, and meditate. So maybe you need to meditate to help figure out ideas on how to understand the energy that this relationship has and why it has such a hold on you. Let's go into this here. So I'm going to just try to keep it brief because we got a lot of cards to go through. Hangman is X's. 1 second. I will find him soon. And this is the almost there. There we go. Okay, so the key words for him in the upright position is willing, sacrifice, and waiting. So you're waiting. You're waiting on something to happen. The energy is basically at a standstill. There's no movement. It's just you're there, they're there, and nothing is happening. Okay? The Hangman is entirely at home in the world of dreams, where his upside-down way of looking at things makes perfect sense. To this person, to you, to them, this relationship makes sense. It just makes sense. There's no reason to do anything. It just makes sense. Transfer him to the everyday world, however, and life may seem to be entering a strange and somewhat surreal phase. And indeed it is. This card typifies those times when you simply have to let go, sacrifice your expectations, and cultivate patience, because it's a very slow moving energy here. Okay? Things are not moving at all at this point. You can't move in this position. Okay? You must pause and wait for the next direction. Such times may appear to be unproductive to outsiders, for little happens, there's no news, and time itself seems to stretch for infinity. Inside, underneath, things are happening in secret, out of sight and out of reach. Okay, maybe that has a lot to do here with this Judgment here. And this is a secrets card too. This is a veil of illusion. So maybe something gets unveiled here. You cannot take decisions now or control events in life, work, or any other practical direction. All you can do is acknowledge this pause, learn to relax, and understand it will not last forever. Maybe he has to give up something when this card appears. Hangman embodies symbol of willing sacrifice. You may need to leave a relationship, a dead-end job, a mistaken course of education, or a set of beliefs that no longer serve you. If you feel trapped by something in your life, that is what you must look at. Perhaps your expectations need changing. Perhaps you need to sacrifice your ideas of what is normal and unearth the truth of what you really need. You're being given a breathing space in which to explore these things and make important discoveries for yourself. This is actually telling you, it's giving you time to think about this relationship and what it really embodies. That's what this moment is for. So you can understand what it entails to be in this relationship. Sometimes, when its position or other cards suggest this, Hangman symbolizes a person who is mourning for something or someone. It's a necessary process that cannot be hurried, but there is hope and renewal at the end of it. So, it could be a loss of relationship already, and you don't know what to do now, or this could just symbolize your energy of the relationship you're currently in, and it is going nowhere. Okay, so here we have the moon. And it's communication. This is how you communicate with one another, and you communicate in secret. Okay, this is underneath everything. There's an illusion to this relationship that you're having. Look that up. I'm pretty sure I know what that part means. Let me just find it so I can give you more clarity. I saw it over here. There we go. The moon. Confusion, insincerity. Okay. Confusion is signified by the moon reversed. You may be telling lies, or someone is lying to you. Offers could dissolve, deals fall through, illusions may be shattered. Like I said, the veil of illusion may be lifted. You will find out something you don't want to know, and we'll use the secrets card for more on this. A relationship indicated by this card is plagued with fantasy. It's likely to prove temporary because it is not based on anything real. Drug abuse, alcoholism, depression, and withdrawal from the everyday world may cause problems for you or for someone in your life. Visiting someone in a hospital, a convalescent home, or even prison is also a possibility. The position of the moon, its accompanying cards, context will all help you decide how to interpret this card. The key note is hidden difficulties. It is not a good time to make any binding commitments. So there's no commitment at this time anyway, because this is moving nowhere. But even if there were, you should not, because there's a hidden difficulty you don't know about, and we will go over that with this card in a moment. So we have your strength, okay? And here you have the Eight of Pentacles, Earth energy. Eights are, I have strength. I don't have, it's so funny. It's eights are, I have strength or I lack strength. And here there is a lack of strength, okay? There is no strength in this relationship. And a lot of it probably has to do with money or material reasons. Because anytime you see pentacles, that's earth energy, material things. And here it is learning. So maybe you're just learning that there's a lack of strength here for somebody to get things moving. Okay. 8. Oh, I just passed it. Alright. Restriction at work, loss of direction. Again, it's talking about a loss of direction. You know, there's no direction. Nothing, oh, sorry. Nothing is moving. Right? Sometimes restriction and sacrifice are symbolized by the 8s. In this instance, you may be limited at work or by the kind of work you do. A refusal to develop your skills may be to blame, or the problem could be a misuse of your abilities or difficulty in expanding them. So maybe work has a lot. Maybe you met this person through work, or you work together, or you're in a business with them, but it's causing some kind of problem here with work, this relationship. It is time to ask yourself whether you are in the right job or why you are unemployed, and what you might do to change and dissolve these restrictions. Occasionally, dishonesty and minor fraud are symbolized by this card. Misuse of intelligence is then signified, but this will be affirmed by other cards. I think there is some kind of lack of strength in maybe somebody keeping a job. That's a possibility too. Maybe this... it does seem like there's, in this relationship, it is one of the factors here where it's causing you to not be able to work, or not to have the job you want, or to not be in the business that you want to be in. There's lack of money here. There's lack of strength to make money. And there's also lack of strength of learning. So you don't want to learn anything new. You just want to keep everything the same. You know. So here we have for your weakness. And your weakness is judgment. Okay. Somebody, maybe you or this other person or both, are making judgments on one another. I'm just trying to find this number here. Judgment. Alright, in a reverse position. The keywords are delayed decisions, fear of change. Of course, you don't want to change. Everything needs to stay the same for you to feel comfortable. Okay? Or maybe for them to feel comfortable. Judgment reverse denotes a stagnant phase, not moving, doing nothing, brought about by the delay in making an important decision. Ambivalence, procrastination, or paralyzing fear of change has halted progress and created a claustrophobic atmosphere of tension and doubt. The type of delay signified by the reverse judgment is unhelpful and will lead to a lot. And again, it talks about loss of some kind. Okay, it does talk about loss again. If some kind of action is not taken soon. This may be a loss of opportunity, maybe in your job, loss of relationship because this person isn't moving forward towards you or they're hiding something, and will be clarified by the surrounding cards. Sometimes reverse judgment symbolizes a parting within an established relationship or business partnership. This is a temporary pause rather than a permanent split, and may be necessary for such practical reasons as work in another country or city, or for emotional ones, such as a need to reassess a relationship. Final partings are rarely signified because, whether upright or reversed, judgment is the card of rebirth and the renewal of hope, and it said it more than once. So there is hope here, but both parties have to want the same thing. You have to get on the same page, and there can't be any more secrets because they're not helping the relationship move forward. But here we have the wish card. So its reality is, using wisdom, love, and emotions will help. But you have to be on the same page. Okay? Its reality is you want this wish to happen. You want this to happen very badly. Satisfaction. Dreams. You want your dreams to come true. That's the reality. You want those dreams to happen. Okay, joyful, life-enhancing energies are expressed by this card. The end of a cycle has been reached. In this instance, the moment brings contentment, satisfaction, and profound happiness. How and where those qualities manifest will be made clear in the surrounding cards, and that's made clear here. Somebody needs to grow up. Okay? In health matters, vitality is restored and a physical peak is reached. Indeed, the inner peace it denotes can only improve health by banishing stress and sharpening the senses, so that pleasure is gained from them. An appetite for all that life can offer is signified here. Emotionally and intensely rewarding period may be expected. All kinds of close relationships flourish. If there have been difficulties, these will be washed away by loving feelings and tender affection. There could be a peak in creative or spiritual development. Dreams may come true. Inspiration flows. There's a sense of connection with all of nature. The kind of focused energy needed to be creative is present, enabling you to overcome obstacles in your path with grace and ease. So it's possible that your dreams can come true. But if nothing is moving forward, you may need to cut ties in order to get the relationship that you want, the type of relationship that you need, that your reality wants. Like this is the reality of this relationship is there is hope. It's said in more than one card, but you have to be on the same page. Okay? Because right now it's a very unhappy home. You see this? This is its passion. Okay? And a lot of it comes from the past, where there was something there and maybe now there is not. So here is 6. So 6s are I choose, I don't choose, other people choose for me. This is in one in which other people choose for you in reverse position. And, ones are right there, sorry. Victory. So there's no victory in this. Okay. You may want it to be, but there is no victory here. There is a loss. Something is going to be lost. Okay. Probably due to somebody not having the strength to move this forward. Right. Temporary troubles. 6 Wands. When this card is reversed, it indicates conflict and confrontation through others. Typically, this occurs at work, during financial negotiations, perhaps at a bank, and above all, through the triumph of another. And it's interesting because it keeps coming back to money, and it keeps coming back to work. So a lot of this involves work. It's affecting your work, or other people are affecting the way you work, or your passions. A promotion or other cherished goal will be given to someone else, causing feelings of betrayal. This sense of betrayal may come in other ways too, by being let down or misled by another person, usually at work, in money matters, or when buying and selling products or services. Maybe somebody let you down. Thought they'd protect you, comfort you, take care of you, give you a happy home. They're not able to do that. Okay? In this instance, the triumph and victory belong to another. Maybe there's a third party involved. I'm not seeing that so far, but there's a possibility that the love and happiness you seek end up being given to somebody else. Okay. Just as good fortune promised by this card is a stage, so is the failure. As the saying goes, this too will pass. And I do believe there is going to be a passing of something. Somebody is going to be put to the wayside. Either you're going to let them go, or they're going to let you go. There is a loss here. Whose loss? It doesn't say. But something is going to come to light. Okay? Something is going to come and break the illusion that you're under. Okay? Here we have the Page of Pentacles, and this is the key. This is the key to your future. This is a younger person, Pentacles. Let me see. Pentacles page, ingenue. Maybe using some of your creative energy to inspire you and move you forward. Okay. Let's look at this Page of Pentacles. Pages are younger people. They could be male or female, or they could just be younger seeming. In this case, in the reverse, it's not the best qualities of him or her, but it is inspiring in some other ways. So here we have lack of information and resources, and again, as with any pentacles, it does have to do with materialism. Okay. In its most general sense, the card suggests happy news concerning a family member, close friend. Oh wait, reverse. Sorry. Reverse. When it's reversed, the Page of Pentacles denotes a painfully shy child who finds it almost impossible to communicate well. Stubborn, silent children will be represented, or perhaps those who are unable to make friends easily. So maybe there is a child involved here that changes everything. You know, maybe your child, their child, a child you have together, or maybe just somebody that's very young and shy and hard to communicate with. Is the key. This person is the key to the power to create a difference here. It could be somebody that you meet that's painfully shy, someone who may have they may have money or resources available to them that might help you get you moving along in a different direction, or who may start a business with you and get you out of all of this, because it seems like there might be some work related issue here that they get you out of. Maybe they bring you into their business. Okay. Abstract meaning. Sorry, that was the abstract meaning that I read earlier, but when it appears reversed in a spread, this Page of Pentacles means unexpected financial or material loss. Yeah, again, a loss. So something's going to be lost here. Maybe you lose a job only to gain another, where you meet somebody that you really should be with. okay, in a relationship. This is the key. Again, nothing major is indicated, but you may have to pay some extra bills. There could be a loss of some money through carelessness or the theft of a wallet or purse. So maybe this person here takes something from you besides just your heart. Maybe they also take some financials with them. Maybe you've maybe they go into your bank accounts, or maybe you give them something and then they take off, and you're powerless and paralyzed and can't go after them for whatever reason. So that's what's going on with that. Now, ask a question. Alright, somebody's asking a question right now. And this is a yes or no deck. It sometimes says maybe. Basically, whatever question you have right now, it's already there. It's been there. Now's the time to get your answer on that question. If you've been listening to the reading, you're probably asking, but technically it's already been asked. That's why I'm doing this reading. It's technically already been asked. So whatever that question was, this is your yes or no or maybe answer. The Charmer, Prince of Shells. So Prince of Shells it would be the Knight. Knights for me are messages. Message doesn't come. Okay, the message doesn't come. So here we have a Charmer, and I just want to go, and it would be Cups. So Knight is Charmer, and the message of love doesn't come. Okay. Princess. Maybe. No, there's maybes. The Prince of Shells is reversed and has his back to us, symbolizes he has not only rejected conventional notions of what is right and proper, he has turned notions of good and evil on their heads. His hunting horn touches the ground, signifying he wishes to evaluate the most earthly pursuits to the heavens, but has lost sense of direction. Okay? You don't know where to go from there. You are about to meet or confront the qualities within yourself of a person like the Prince of Shells. He may seem to be a Don Juan, skilled beyond his years in the ways of love, who acts boldly on his romantic, sensual, and sexual impulses, and explores them in ways most people are too inhibited to even imagine. But in actuality, his appetites are out of control and a danger to himself and others. His bohemian lifestyle is a facade. He's simply not capable of functioning successfully in the world and is floating through life, much like, him, or much like here, where they're just floating, His excessive goalless hedonism now bores him, and the misfits that pass for his friends. So he may have friends that are no good for him either, but he hangs around with them because they're there. And maybe they guide him when he's not thinking, or even she, because the younger cards, they can represent male or female. I wouldn't say that a Princess of Shells is necessarily a princess, but just has more feminine qualities, such as like the Prince of Shells probably has more masculine qualities. Okay, but here they're in the reverse. Okay, the need for more intense pleasures may deteriorate into empty promises, empty wine bottles. Be careful with your sexuality and sexual practices. Someone may be lying to get you into bed. Another person is attracted to this someone, and jealousy may erupt. That's funny, because I was talking, there might be a third party, and it's quite possible this is a third party. So there is a third party involved, I believe. You might discover someone close to you is a gigolo, or at worst a pervert. So it's possible that the person you think they are not. Okay. Let's learn more about that. Let's go to our secrets deck. I'll get to that one in a minute. Since we're on this, we're going to go to secrets deck. Because I want to know, just like you want to know, what the secret is. What is the what's going to shatter this illusion? What's going to come into play? What will you find out? What should you know? What do you need to know? to get through and figure out what to do next and where to go next. Because I always think that this is a path of two evils. Which is the better evil to go to? Which is the better path? You know, that's how I see that. So here we go. 2. Ooh, interesting. So the 2 analysis cups, 2 of cups. Okay, usually very favorable. What is going to shatter it? This is going to shatter it. Let's see. I'll just go to this one right away, and I'm probably going to have to splice this at one point very soon. 2. All right. The game. Pledges and promises, including engagement or marriage, communicating your hopes and passions, seeking reciprocation and partnership, enjoying the give and take of life, a contractual partnership, mutual sympathy around common goals, reconciliation of different parties, engaging the imagination, making choices, the attraction of opposites. Keywords are love, harmony, partnership, cooperation, concord, emotional reciprocation. You may need to confront this person and ask them if they want to commit. That may be the breaking point right there. That may show who they really are, what they really want, and maybe you don't realize what they really want. But this is saying that asking for such a thing, asking for commitment, asking for love and reciprocation, asking for a commitment may shatter this illusion. They may come to you and say, look, I thought I could do this, but I can't. Okay. So, we're going to go to its strengths. I didn't really want to do it that way, but since we're talking about strength, let's look and see what the past determines your future to be with this person. We're going to go to the Akashic Records and see what the Akashic Records have to say about this relationship and why it's sticking around, why it's still there. Archangel Gabriel. I don't think maybe they do upside down. Yeah, they do reversal, I think. So, Archangel Gabriel would be number 3. I think that's Major Arcana. Is that Major Arcana? Oh, yeah. Major Arcana, the Empress. Gabriel appear in reverse. Indicates you may be having a difficult time where communication is concerned. Interesting. Because that was here. That's weird. Okay. You're not speaking out for yourself, or you're filling your own mind with negative words. This could be a life lesson for you, something you've needed to change for a long time. Gabriel is a powerful force that can bring divine love and courage to your expression, and his help is yours for the asking. It's up to you to reach out to this wonderful angel who is always available and willing to help. Let his peaceful yet powerful presence fill you with courage now. This angel has been a friend to your soul throughout the history of the Akashic Records. This time of confusion, and again it talks about confusion, disruption, and communication, is a perfect opportunity to reawaken yourself to that profound friendship and to your worthiness and power, strength. Okay? To express yourself and speak your truth. So figure out what you need to say, meditate, again it talks about meditating on Gabriel's loving presence, and start to get comfortable hearing your own positive and powerful voice. It's time to speak up, not shut up. You need to tell this person exactly how you feel in order to change this whole thing. If you really want a relationship with them, if you want a commitment from them, you have to ask them, and you can't be afraid that they'll say no. Alright, I guess place this for 1 second. Okay. You can't be afraid that they'll say no. Because that's the worst that can happen. Okay. Some chocolate. Hold on a second. I know that sounds weird. Okay. So, here we have your weakness. So let's see what kind of relationship you have that is causing all this weakness. Like, what more do we need to know about this Judgment and this relationship? Oh, what the? How? You know what? We're gonna. Oh, okay. Look at that. All right. Now, I was going to use these for fairy tale endings. I actually have the deck here for that. For some reason, it was stuck in here. I don't know why, but it came out upside down. And it came up on your wish thing. So maybe your wish, you know, you want it to be granted. Your wish comes granted, but in a different way. With a different person than the one you're thinking of. Alright, let's learn more about this Judgment. Okay, and your weakness. What is your weakness? What do we need to know about it? 2 of arrows. 2 of swords. So again, you have the 2, and you have 2, and you have 2. So it's all about commitment with this relationship. And the commitment is not there. You know, if you ask for it, this is what may occur. Your weakness is that you're afraid of this. You're afraid this will happen. And here we have, you know, an angel, another angel. You see the angel, you know, maybe taking the arrows away that have caused her heart to go, ooh. So let's learn more about that. Arrows. Ace and 2. 2 of arrows. So keywords are peace, truce, and impasse. Impasse. Yeah, you're at a stagnant. Nothing's moving. So here the reverse is discomfort with a decision. Of course, you don't want to make that decision. You know, you don't want to make the decision to sit there and stir things up or make things different, because then you might not get what you want. You may not hear what you want to hear. Okay? Over-reliance on intellect, leaving emotions unconsidered. So you're not worried about your, you know, you want this, you want there to be reciprocation of love. But you're so afraid that you will not hear what you want to hear about that reciprocation of love, that you do nothing. Okay? You don't want to make that decision, because it will affect everything. Alright, so I'm going to do fairy tale endings. Let's learn more about this wish. What do we need to know about this wish that you have here? You know, this wish to have love. Let's see. 1 card, please. 1 card. One card about this. The 9 of Cups. Oh, extra joker. Maybe someone's a joker. Okay. Let's keep going. 1 card, please. 1 card. 1 card. The letter is a sign of good tidings when near, and when touching indicates unexpected good fortune. So there could be unexpected good fortune, but maybe you have to leave this relationship, this joker, you know. Let's go over this fairy tale and then we'll draw another fairy tale ending card. Alright, so this is the 24. Love, passion, attraction, which is overturned. So there's an extra joker maybe in there that's causing a lot of problems and not allowing there to be love and passion, because it's being given to somebody else, and maybe there's secret communication going on here that you don't know about. Right, it's basically a story like Cinderella, lost shoe, lover may be close at hand. Lucky for you, when heart shows up, a lover may be close at hand, especially if a card for another person is close. It can also point the way to something you are passionate about. Look for cards nearby to show you whom or what has your attention. Are Pepple Yashka, who is Cinderella, has her happily ever because of her prince didn't give up. And look, here's a king, not a prince. Do you see that? You need a king, not a prince. Okay. You must seek your own love by leaving your heart's door open. This card says your partner can't be that far away, so keep your eyes open and your heart as well. Remember that you can also find passion in doing things that fulfill you. So maybe you need to start doing work in your life, like doing things in your life that make you feel passionate, because when you find passion within your own heart for the things that you're doing, love will flow. Okay. Let's go over one more of these real quick. What do we let me shuffle. What do we need to know here? What is our happy ending here? That's a little bit misconstrued. Everything kind of ended up here on that wish card. When you're trying to do that, that heart just kind of flew out of a whole other different deck that it wasn't supposed to be in it. I don't know what that was about, but I gotta check these cards later, make sure they're all here. They should all be there. I don't know how that got in there. It's like I don't know how that got upside down. Okay. Things is going really weird for your fairy tale ending. I don't know if you'll get that fairy tale ending that you're looking for. Maybe it's not meant to be that way. You know, not everything is a good ending. And look, house is upside down. Look at that. All right. Let's read about the upside down house. And look. It's supposed to be here, but I think it's really saying no. Put it here. Home, domesticity. I don't know how to say. Domestic safety, sanctuary. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Rather than using any specific story, we chose to use the archetype of the little cottage in the woods. Nearly every fairy tale heroine and hero either began their story from their humble home or sought sanctuary in such a place. Snow White found shelter in a little cottage like this. This card can represent safety and security as well as property, real estate, and physical location. Family gathers here and secrets may be hiding behind that closed door. The path of stones leads out as well as in. The cards around this can indicate what is stirring inside the home. Is it a witch's oven or a family gathering for a happy celebration? Look for your questioner's card. If the question is about real estate and the house card is nearby, it's a strong indicator that the deal will happen. I don't think the deal will happen. If that was such a question, I don't think there's a happy home set up here, do you? How can you live in such a house that's not upright and proper and happy? There's no happiness in such a place. This means disruption in the home. Difficulty. Pathway is upside down. It's not quite correct. Okay. So I'm not sure that this happily ever after, with somebody being together and a happy home can happen, because there's extra people involved that you don't know about or refuse to see. And there's definitely letters. Maybe you're getting letters, and you're ignoring them from somebody who's better for you, a king rather than a prince, rather than a page, but a prince. And definitely you have angels surrounding you. You have them here and here, but you refuse to see them. You refuse to acknowledge that something is trying to lead you in a different path. Maybe you're let's see what the romance angels have to say about all of this. What do they have to say? What do these angels have to say about your relationships and how you should proceed? Oh my gosh, no, that's not supposed to happen. All right, let's try again. All right, one card, please. One card. Romance angels. One card. One card. Wedding upside down. All right, so these are never in the upside down, but it is talking about a wedding. This situation involves marriage, but maybe that person is secretly married and you don't know, because it's in the upside down position here. That's how it came out. I can't read it like that because there's nothing like that in here, but that is definitely something. Yeah, somebody's married or going to be married or making a commitment to somebody else other than you, or you get married but not to the person that you're expecting, for sure. That can't possibly give you the happy home you're looking for. You drew this card because of an upcoming wedding, your own or someone else's. It comes to you because marriage plays a role in the answer to your question. For some people, this card could be a validation that you will get married and ask you to keep the faith and continue enjoying your life without worry about your future marital status. For others, this card signals that you'll meet a significant other at an upcoming wedding or experience something there that will lead to new romance for you. It can also represent your parents' marriage and the way it affected your feelings and beliefs about relationships. In a few cases, this card asks you to look at your present and past marriages and review your feelings with the intention of healing your heart and your relationship. Again, it talks about healing your heart. You talk about that, I think it was here. Keeping it open. Perhaps it's time to enlist a marital counselor to help you both sort out how you feel, and sometimes this card can signal the end of a marriage, in which case the angels support everyone involved as you come to an understanding about the experience and renew your heart's willingness to love. It's telling you keep your heart open. Keep your heart open to love, because love is there for you. Maybe you're not seeing it. Maybe that's why it's like this coming out. You can't see it. But yeah, and you see how she's looking at him and he's not looking at her. So something considerable is happening there, where she looks happy and content and he's like, what am I doing? What's going on? Does this make sense? Is this something I should do? He's very stiff in here, but that's how I'm just seeing him as represented when it was upside down. I don't know. Right, and one last card, a relationship quote or relationship advice to you from source, from the spirits, from those who have been there and done there, and they are surrounding us with their advice. Okay, so what do they want you to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So listen to your instincts, listen to your own heart, and do what makes you feel right. You know, do it for you, because it's your heart. It's your story, and nobody else can live this life for you. You already know the answer. Do what makes you feel happy. Do what makes you feel right. Let me see if this is too naughty. Oh, that's a nice card. Look at that. Do what feels right. Okay, I love you so much. I hope this was helpful for you, and that if you have any questions or want clarification or think this is you, just communicate with me. I can be reached at kasikaSplash@gmail.com. All the information is below. I can also, you can look up dating advice if that's what you're doing. If you go to my website at kasplash.com, you can ask me questions about anything. Don't be afraid. Yeah, I hope this was helpful to somebody, and you can always ask me questions if you have them. I love you so much. Kisses. Bye bye. Have a great night. Bye bye.